Hello there, welcome to the Ramble review, and today we are talking about Metroid Dread. The basic premise here is Samus hears about X-Parasite that's been spotted on a planet, I believe it's ZDR, and there are robots who are sent to check up on it, I think to also gather it, but all contact has been cut from said robots, so she goes to go check out, and when she goes to check out, she's attacked by someone who resembles the Chozo, and after being attacked, she loses her powers because, that's what these games are. You lose all your powers. And now the goal is to escape the planet and at the same time find out what the hell's going on with inside said planet with the Chozo and the missing robots. I like the fact that the game gives you a little bit of background what happened before this because this takes place, I believe, after Fusion, and it explains what happened there and also tells you what Metroid is in case this is your first game ever in the Metroid series. And yeah, I found that pretty cool. If you're looking for Samus herself to have some type of personality, this is more of like uh, old time Samus. She doesn't really talk much. She does cool shit. That's one thing. She does cool shit. She is a badass. But besides the one line, she's mute throughout the whole thing. And yeah, it feels like a kind of knee-jerk reaction to Other M. I actually like Other M before anyone says, "Oh, why are you bashing it?" Oh yeah, it sucks. I actually enjoy Other M, and the fact that they try to give Samus more of a personality. But where that game went to I guess the extreme to one end, this one goes to extreme the other, and it's just you're playing some chick in a suit of armor, and that's really it. People who are saying, "Oh no, she has mad personality in this game," I do not agree with them. I'm sorry, but a few glances of her eyes here and there doesn't make a personality to me. You got to give me something a little more. I mean, you could be mute and still have a personality. I've played games that have done that. This does not. She's just a cool ass character doing cool ass things. And to be honest, I'm fine with that. But I'm just giving a heads up to everyone else if you're expecting more from Samus. The gameplay itself is typical Metroidness. So there's a lot of shooting, monsters and everything, exploring the whole planet, going back and forth a lot of backtracking. They added, I believe it was also in I forgot what the Metro game is called, but it was a 3DS one that they added like a counter. This one has that as well when you fight enemies. It might feel weird at first, but once you do it like once or twice, it becomes second nature and it makes you feel pretty badass, especially if you're running and there's an enemy there. And the game does give you a good tell when the enemy is going to attack, so it doesn't feel really hard and cheap to pull this off. It's actually really easy, like I said, once you get used to it. And yeah, you feel pretty badass when you do it and you kill them real fast in one hit. And there's even times in boss fights where that comes kind of mandatory. They need to know how to do it. But like I said, they give you a big ass tail when they're gonna attack, so it's not too difficult. One of the good things about killing an enemy with this is not only do they die faster, but they give you extra health and like rocket ammunition if you need it. Another addition to added here were those robots you're supposed to go looking for. Well, they're trying to kill Samus, and you can't really kill them. At least at first, you have to run away from them because if they catch you, they will prick you and you die. That's it. And the game gives you like a microscopic window to counter the insta kill. I've done it like sometimes, but you need to be really good to counter the attack. The bright side is if you die from this attack, because again, it's a one-hit kill situation, it spawns you right before the door you went through. So it's not like it puts you all the way to your last save, or manual save, or it puts you somewhere very far. You die right there, all right, I guess I'll try again. So it adds a sense of tension still, because you're like, oh man, I'm trying to get away from this thing, and you got to find the route how to get away from it. And also it's not annoying because it's not like, ah, fuck, I got killed, I got to start all over from this area and run all the way back. So I think it's a perfect balance of challenging, so it's fun and not fucking hair pulling annoying. You do at some point get to kill these robots, and even that's also a challenge too, because when they come and attack you, you gotta be able to have enough space between you to aim perfectly at their heads. So even killing them is still a challenge. And once you kill them, you get a new power up, which of course lets you progress through the whole map. Also lets the areas you couldn't access before help you get to those areas, of course. Again, this is a Metroid game, so a lot of backtracking when you get new powers and so on and so forth. The boss battles are a fucking blast. I like them a lot. The designs, the encounter, everything. Samus is looking badass when she encounters them. The boss designs are really great, like I said. The battles feel epic. It's a grand old time when you're fighting these. Like, it's something to really look forward to. Like, I was looking forward to every single boss fight when I got in. After I killed one, I was like, oh man, I can't wait for the next one. They are insanely fun. And again, they're not cheap. They're just right amount of challenging, because I've heard people say, oh, this game is like hard, but it never felt hard. It always felt fair. And the main parts that I guess the most challenging will be when you're facing the bosses and the robots chasing after you. Those are the like really hard parts. And the final boss is also a big challenge. Like that one, that one was challenging, but it felt gratifying. Again, it didn't feel cheap. Once you know everything and you got everything down, it feels insanely good to take out a boss. I also like the fact that when you're exploring, each area looks different from one another. So you're not just going to a brand new spot and going, oh look, it's this wall again. Oh look, there's this. No, everything looks different. There's fire areas, ice areas. I know it sounds generic, but the designs are nice. There's grass areas. There's even like it looks like a fancy castle type area. And the enemies are nicely designed too. Most of them are pushovers. Some of them do give a challenge too, like not a boss fight challenge, but they still give enough challenge. You're like, oh, okay. And some can be taken out more than one way, so it makes you think a little. And you got to figure out certain puzzles, how they work, and yeah. So it's great just exploring this game, which is the main attractions game is exploring. So it's a good thing. It's so varied in visuals, and you also unlock transporters between the spots. So if you want to go even faster between certain spots, you can, and it makes backtracking a little less of a headache. Of course, besides the power-ups you get from the bosses and stuff like that, there's also little secrets you can find to increase your amount of rockets you can have, your health, and so on and so forth. Some of these are kind of right in your face. And there's even a power you get that helps you like basically X-ray the whole area to let you know any of the secrets. Or you can even get like a big bomb that'll blow up everything and like show blocks of what you need to get through them, like a super speed and stuff like that. So some are simple, some are freaking like, wow, these are well hidden. Like I have no like regret of looking online how to find some of these, or how to perform some of these, because some of these you need like to run real fast and then jump and then connect and then jump again. It's like, it's nuts. Like you need to basically be really good or look at a video to see how to do it, to figure it out, to get to some of these areas. And yeah, most of them I figured out myself, but there again are some that I was just like stumped, like what the hell am I supposed to do? So I didn't find that as a negative. I'm just it's a challenge, and it's not like you need all of those upgrades to progress through the game. They're just there to help you out, of course, because more missiles and more health and so on and so forth. The upgrades also, because after you beat the game, you can go back in your game and it stops you right before the final fight again, and you can go and collect everything, and the game shows you how much percentage of collections you have in each area. So you got the 80, it'll show like 80% or 100% if you collected everything. And when you collect all of it, it actually unlocks like pictures of what the big bag chozo that attacked you, of what they were doing beforehand. There's no words or nothing, so you kind of got to put it together in your mind, which kind of sucks. I wish it was like some not dialogue, but like some text or something. But it's a cool little treat to give you for going for that 100% in each area. Speaking of our pictures, there are some that unlock depending on certain factors, like how fast you beat the game. And speaking about that, it took me about 5 and change to complete this entire game, and that's with looking sometimes and everything for items and so on and so forth. The time isn't that bad. I heard some people complaining, but Metroid is kind of built for speedrunning. So, 5 hours for a great experience is not a bad thing at all. I had insane amount of fun playing through the whole thing and never felt like it was bogged down. I had pacing issues and everything like that. Everything just clicked well. Fun boss fights, fun final boss fight. So yeah, the length definitely did not bother me at all because I had an overall great experience. They did add more stuff with an update, which adds boss survival, like a super boss survival, and then a super duper boss survival, which is like dread mode, which is another difficulty added to the game, which to unlock you got to beat the game on hard. And dread mode is basically you die in one hit. So if this game felt too easy for you, because I played it on normal, but you can also play on the easier difficulties. I think even also added even an easier mode. But yeah, if it's felt too easy for you, you can play hard mode to unlock dread, and then take on dread mode, and yeah, have fun with that. I didn't fucking touch that shit at all. I was fine with my normal mode. And again, you got the boss rush mode if you want, a little more something. So yeah, like I was saying, I had a great time with this game. Great combat, great boss fights. I love those robot chases when you're running away from them. Like, it adds a lot of tension. The visuals are great as well. There's a lot of different visuals depending the area you go to, so that helps you from being bored from the visuals. If you're playing on your big screen docked or you're playing on handheld, it still looks really good. It runs really good as well. If you are a Metroid fan or you're dipping your toes for the first time, this is not a bad pickup at all. I hope you didn't mind my ramble, and for gamer's sake, keep gaming.